Hello lads, this video is comparing Black Zone Mist Gathering to Tier 6 Red Zone Gathering, and finally Tier 5 Yellow Zone Safe Zone Gathering. That's right, we're going to be comparing three different gatherings today. Now, so, in the Mists, I feel like there is a lot more gankers than Red Zone, so I think the Mists are actually more dangerous, but you always see these videos, you see these posts on Reddit, oh, Mist Gathering is so good right now, guys, you should get in there, you should go in there and go Mist Zone Gather. And what's funny is, these Redditors that say this, if you check their murder ledger, they're just running gank sets in the Mists and killing Gatherers. It's so funny. It's so funny to see it, but like a new player, they don't know how to use murder ledger. A new player doesn't know how to go look up someone's kill history or kill feed. Or most people aren't going to dig through someone's Reddit post history to find their character name, buried months ago in some random comment thread, right? It's just, it's really pathetic to see, but I just want to show you guys, and I know Redditors don't watch me, so they're kind of a lost cause. They're just going to have to learn on their own, but you guys already know. But if, anytime, I see like a big propaganda push, I have to make a piece on it. And it's being pushed really hard right now, like everywhere. The forums, Steam forums, Albion forums, the Reddit, and who knows where else. A bunch of YouTubers, like I open Twitch sometimes, like, oh, Black Zone Mist Gathering, guys. Oh, I'm making so much money. And what they do is they will play for 12 hours a day, and they will cherry pick their best hour of the day. All right. And so what I did too is I cherry picked my best. Out of like 2 or 3 attempts here, I cherry-picked my best Black Zone Mist Gathering sesh, and it sucks. It sucks so much. It is not worth doing. The gear I'm risking is only about 800,000, but like it's gonna take a full hour just to make that back. So it's like, oh, you play for 1 hour to break even? Whoops. And I think I got gank attempted like 3 or 4 times, but it was just a warbow guy, and like, oh no, warbow. The easiest skill to dodge in the game from a distance while running away, right? Not really a threat. But, yeah, we're just running around. We're just gathering stuff. Whoop-de-doo, right? And then I share the results. There's the 30 minutes. So, and you'll notice that I'm gathering in a mist near a chest, so I can actually go bank, right? And so 329K, that's all we earn. 658K an hour. We're not earning faction points. You earn might, but... Now, this second test is in a, Tier 6 Red Zone. We're not faction flagged. I also want to point out that I did not eat a pork pie. And for the Mists and for this, I'm not using journals. But for the Yellow Zone gathering, we're not going to calculate the earnings on journals. If we did, it'd be $1 million an hour. But we're not going to do that just to make it a little bit more fair. And so, yeah, I don't think, I think there was like one flagged PvP scout that runs by me, not really any gankers. Yeah, there's the scout right there. But, a lot of full nodes in red zones. That's a cool thing about red zone, is if you do want to go gather in them, there's a lot of full nodes, especially tier 5 nodes, but tier 6 nodes are mostly empty. Radar hackers usually, vacuum those up. And then they just don't repopulate. The problem with higher tier resources in this game is that they just don't come back in a timely manner. That's why harvesting the lower tier resources is always better silver per hour, because they take like a tier 2 resource is 1 minute to get a full stack, and you still get the full bonus from all of your gathering gear and pork pie and stuff, and it's so good. But yeah, we're chopping the tier 6 stuff. And you can see it takes a while to like harvest this stuff. It is not fast, all right? And that's another thing, is the time to harvest. If you get like 8 tier 2 mobs and skin them all at once, you're skinning them faster than a single tier 6 mob. And those 8 tier 2 mobs will earn you more silver than the 1 tier 6 mob. And I know some people are like, but Swolbenji, you're gathering wrong, Swolbenji, you're gathering wrong. You should only gather the enchanted resources. Listen, if I ran all over the zone and only grabbed the enchanted stuff, it would not be more silver per hour. It would be significantly less. All right, and it's these radar hackers are vacuuming up all of that stuff anyway. A lot of these gathering channels actually have radar. They have it off their monitor on the side. It's pretty obvious when they just take the most weirdest path that's off their screen and beeline it towards the enchanted resources. I'm just grabbing everything I can see on the screen, skinning every animal that's, not too troublesome. Some enemies and resources are just around too much danger, and I just didn't feel like it. Now, I went a little bit over 30 minutes here. I had to get those last little bits. 21 seconds, don't hate. But you can see the earnings was 284K, actually less than Mist's, which is weird. It's still pretty bad, but it would have been about the same with the pork pie, I'm going to say that. Now, this is Tier 5 Yellow Zone. This is Tier 5 Yellow Zone. Now, normally I advocate Tier 4 Blue Zone, alright? But the exception is with woodcutting, and so I'm actually doing woodcutting today here. And yes, I do gather stone if it's enchanted, and I do gather skin mobs occasionally if they're just convenient to skin. But mostly this is tree chopping. This Willowwood is not a good place to chop trees. It was just the closest one nearby, and I was like, why not? We'll chop trees here tonight. See what happens. And, yeah, you can see just vacuuming up the trees. And one thing that's more annoying than ever is they almost always park mobs next to trees now. In the old days of Albion on the old maps, that wasn't the case. You could there'd be like 7 or 8 trees on your screen. You chop them all, there's no mob aggro. And so if you don't have the high tier, gathering, you don't chop fast enough. So you actually have to clear the mobs before you can chop the trees, whereas my high tier gathering lets me just ignore the mobs as they slap me around. Because when you get hit by a mob, it resets your gathering timer, by the way. But yeah, just running around and gathering. There was like one gank attempt, but it's yellow zone and IPs are capped. Also, I nearly died to mobs here. I hate that. IP caps are great because now, oh no, a ganker, whoop-de-doo. But at the same time, it's like, oh no, there's too many mobs on me. What am I going to do? And I'm just using a longbow. I got bored. I didn't want to use Spiked Gauntlet this time. I normally use Spiked Gauntlet because I can one-shot the mobs. But I was like, well, with the IP caps, I probably can't one-shot them anymore. So let's try something different, right? Also, I cleared a mob camp to do a, what is it? The boss lair, and I'm like, no, we're gathering. We don't have time for boss lair. I saw the corpse of a 4.3 mob, or a 5.3. I'm not sure what it was. It was a 0.3 enchanted something, but I wasn't going to camp it to try to get it because I guess someone else was probably doing that. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoy. I show the numbers at the end. It's like 850K an hour without factoring in journals. With journals, you guys know it's a million per hour. And this is all without premium, of course. And listen, lads, don't fall for the lies of Reddit. Don't fall for the lies of, Mist's good, Mist gathering good. Yeah, you can get a jackpot. You can get lucky. Sure, you go into a legendary mist and there's a bunch of stuff. Sure, it happens. But anyway, I'm SoulVeggie. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, click the video on the right side of your screen. If you do, you're going to be able to exercise for 1 whole extra hour next time you do. So make sure you click that video so you get that buff.